Ahoy hoy, and welcome to this side quest adventure of Burning Wheel. We are all playing NPCs except for me. I'm playing all four of the player characters. No, just kidding. Wouldn't that be fun though? Um,
Hmm. Depends which
I have
NPC we are.
I've
I
assigned you
claim.
all a character that we all know and definitely love.
Definitely.
Only good feelings going around.
Yep.
They have full bits. They will be playing them out. We are playing out the story of Martine and Alden going on an adventure. So our bits will fully share them at the end of the session, but we're going to keep them secret from each other as we go on this adventure. So, other characters, you can remain hidden until you are introduced. But Alden, who are you, Alden? Alden is Sarah.
It's me. I'm Alden.
Yeah.
Did not
And then
expect.
Martine. Who is Martine?
I mean,
Sean is Martine. So, you two, I'll set you up in Martine's house. Marin has just. This is, if you think back, when Marin tried to knock on the door and then realized she was not allowed to be there and slammed the door and ran away, and Ragaire was hiding around the corner, and you guys set them up on this quest, agreeing to go find Clotho because a bee had given a message to somebody.
I think it was
Yeah.
Wirt.
To Ragaire and
Somebody,
Wirt.
yeah, Ragaire then Wirt. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Clotho had sent a bee mail that he had found something that you all might be interested in, and he did not have the characters to tell you about it. So you two have been tasked with going up and doing that.
Yes. Great.
Oh, bam.
Martine.
Door is closed. Alden, you are
Martine is
laying on the couch. You are.
Yeah, I think Alden was
I'm
laying
in deep
on
in
the couch.
depression.
Deep depressed mode.
Who was that?
Let's see. Oh, well, it was just some of the folks in town just had some new information for us. And they were right. I think it's a great time. It's a lovely day outside and we just need to keep our spirits up, and you're a great person, Alden, and you know what you need is just an adventure to cheer you up, and we have an adventure planned out for us right now, and that adventure is to visit my good friend Clotho, and I'm going to lead it, and it's going to be great. So I think he bustles over to Alden and starts like propping him up.
I'm just like limp doll. Like props me up and I just go like, ugh. And I'm like, I heard Marin. What did she want?
Well, I mean, Morrine, she agreed she's not allowed in this around here, so it was definitely not Morrine. I don't know what you're talking about at all, Alden. This was 100% a Martine initiated plan. I mean, they gave me a little kernel of insight, but I knew Clotho. He always has new information for you, no matter when you visit. So it was time to go pay him another visit.
Well, you've been such a good friend to me, Martine. Maybe I could get.
It's me, good friend Martine. Good watch too.
And there's just so much going on with Morin and I think maybe an
It's
adventure
okay,
would do
Alden.
me good.
I know, I understand. There's a lot going on in the village too, but that's why we got to keep our chins up, and we got to go on this adventure because we complete an adventure, and we're just the head honchos of this town. We show them that we're in charge.
But what if we die out there?
Oh, we won't die. I've been to Clotho millions of times.
Do you know the way?
Of course. I mean, he and we go way back. I know this forest like the back of my like the back of something, but that's not what's important right now. So come on, we got to get up. We got to bundle up. I got some extra coats for
all
you.
right. We won't die. Bees won't sting us to death. And
Oh, no. Clotho's friends
Okay.
with the bees. He would never do that.
I'm like, okay. So I'm like moving slowly, and I guess I'm packing whatever non-honey related foods we have.
You've been living out of your suitcase on his couch, so you just
Yeah,
close it.
I just like close it, and I'm like, that was depressingly fast. I'm ready. Let's
Noticing a
do
theme.
it. Martine, where to? Where is Clotho?
I mean, well, he's in the forest, of course. So we just gotta get into the forest, and then I'm sure we'll find our way. And Clotho, you
Forests.
just follow the bees.
I'm great at forests. Taxpayer, collector, forests, and I are best friends.
That I agree 100%. That sounds exactly correct at all times.
Great.
Yeah. So we will
Start
start
heading
our
out to the
journey, I
forest.
guess.
Okay, yeah.
Prepare a bit and then go.
So you guys are walking down, the path to Clotho's house, sort of. It's
Yeah.
out of town, so you're gonna walk out of town. As you are walking down the street, you hear some footfalls in the snow, and a man calls out to you two and says, "Oh, citizens, have you seen this man?" And they hold up a picture of Ragaire. This is a group of elves.
Classic.
Martine is like, oh well, I mean, I'm the Woached here. First of all, thank you very much. I'm in charge, and I mean that person has been seen at some point, but I don't see what that has to do with you. And why are elves even in this town? This isn't elvish territory.
Citizen, this only concerns you if you have information on the whereabouts of this outlaw.
Well, we don't have any information. Goodbye.
Alden like scurries after Martine. It's just gonna be like boop, zip the lips.
You walk away and you hear them hammering the sign to your door.
A problem for another day.
Problem for another day. Okay, you guys walk out of town. You get, I don't know, maybe 50 feet into the woods, and then a dark shape of a dark figure comes striding up to you. Abby,
Hello,
you got,
Martine.
you all see Rava. Dren.
Oh, Rava, it's good to see you. We're visiting your grandfather right now, right? Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Grandfather or great
Excuse
grandfather?
me?
I always get confused. And I think I bet he misses you dearly. You know that, Clotha. He's always the sentimental type, and so I just think that maybe why don't you come visit with us? We're on an adventure to his house, and as Woached, I think it would be in the village's
Adventure.
best interest and yours to come with us for this successful adventure.
Would nod solemnly.
You always were a man of words, even as a child, Robin. Onwards and upwards, valiant team of heroes.
Martine, who is that? I don't think Alden has ever met Rava Dren.
No, but Rava has been tasked with watching Martine day and night for the last month.
Alden, yeah.
No, Alden.
Not Martine, yeah,
Alden, sorry, Alden.
Oh, Alden.
I feel like his face is familiar, but I don't think I've met him. Why would I know his
you've
face?
probably seen him around town. He's been hanging. He's been
a lot
doing
of windows now that you
some
mention
work
it. Yeah.
for us on Windows, of course. Yeah, I mean, right? He
Windows?
was repairing windows, right? I mean, Robin knows many skills. He does lots of things. Alden. I mean, he's a very helpful guy. He's related to Clotho. They're both very important members of this village. Even though Rava, you don't visit as much as you used to, Rava, and we really miss you.
I've been
Sometimes.
watching Alden. I can't visit.
Well, that's great.
You tell me that you've been watching me? What? Alden goes, hold on a second. You've been watching me? Why have you been watching me? I don't even have any tax money. There's
You
nothing
don't
you
have
can
any
steal
tax
from me.
money. People could steal your life, so I'm supposed to watch you.
But
Steal
did
his life. This is a
Morrine tell
very
you to
safe
do
town,
this?
Rava.
I'm not allowed to disclose any information about my client.
Oh, man. Well, it's not it's just a little information between friends, Rava. This
Friends
is
is a strong word, Martine.
well, I am like an uncle to you, I feel like. I mean, I remember when you were just a baby.
But
Do you
you've
remember?
been
I
to
remember
this
you ran
town
into that tree right
once.
over there.
We're like going up a mountain, right? Is
Yep.
that what we're
Yeah.
doing?
Okay. You
Sure,
all are
we're going
following Martine.
somewhere.
Martine, please make an ob 4, or I'm sorry, an ob 2 orienteering check.
I would love to. I'm pretty sure I don't have that.
I'm almost certain you do not.
I would hope you're certain. Well, let's add that to being learned. What is that? A
Perception.
perception based? Um. Well. Orienteering. However you spell that word. Perception. Let's see. Can I make this better for myself somehow? Rava's a man who travels a lot. Right? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't have that either though. Oh, I do. I do have that.
You do have that.
I do
Okay.
have that.
Question. Traveler wise, that just seems rife with opportunities for Sarah to misuse this wise. You gave me so many wises.
I have Royal Parks wise. I don't even know what that means.
I'm wise about horses somehow. Oh, I have road wise. Well, that's the beginning of the end for Logan.
City wise, road wise, paperwork wise, obligation wise.
Oh, yeah. Obligation, interesting.
And traveler wise.
Wise about travelers. What can we say?
Traveler wise is wise about travelers, not about traveling.
Damn it, I thought you were gonna say that. I also have ledger wise and bribe wise. I'm wise.
Ledger. Wow, you're just so wise. Yeah. Okay, Rava or Martine looks around a little bit and he carefully makes sure no one sees that he's very confused and maybe a little bit lost, and he looks at Rava and he says, you know, Rava, you're a man who has traveled all over the world, and I just, you know, I think it would be just so helpful. I mean, of course I know the way, but I think, you know, if you could help lead us there, just, yeah, I want everyone to feel like a member of this team.
Specifically does not know how to get to Clotho's house.
Rava doesn't?
Correct.
Then why are
He
they
can
related?
still help.
No, he can't. 'Cause
somehow.
it's a skill test, technically. Well, I'll still see if I can make an orienteering check, maybe. I am going to invent in the fiction that just to provide an excuse is that Martine's like, I think now if I remember correctly, there's a very it's in the map. I think it's northeast, but I've gotten a little turned around. You know, the sun. It's just my eyes aren't what they used to be. Could you just help me get on track, Rava, please?
I would like to
I'm just-
determine which way north is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is an ob 1 orienteering. We can
Perfect.
probably just chalk that up to, or do you want to help?
I
Oh.
want it to be a. Oh my god, you're kidding. I wanted it to be a setup roll.
It was a setup roll. I think that increases your ob,
It
I
does.
point
but I don't think
direction.
it doubles. So I think it's
It's still literally impossible now.
now it's 5. Yeah.
Say north is that way.
Are
He
we on a
points
road?
at the sun.
Oh,
Are we at a road?
No,
Rava,
it
are you
does not.
sure about that? Okay. Well, that setup sucked. Can I do a village-wise test, maybe, to remember? Like, maybe there's a little folk tale about. I mean, people know he exists.
Mhm.
So I'm basically. Can I try and do another setup test with village-wise, like to remember a hint about which way Clotho is?
Yeah. That will be uh 2. Interesting fact.
Hmm. It is an interesting fact. There's a crazy bee man who lives just a couple
Mhm.
miles outside our village. Uh, very, very important knowledge to have these days.
Also, Sarah, to answer your question, you all are standing on the road, determining where you want to walk into the forest.
Perfect.
He's not on a road, Alden.
No,
He's
but you are all standing on a road. Oh,
okay.
nice.
Oh,
So many
if I
things.
roll that, can I get extra dice for my setup? If I get extra successes, technically you don't.
No.
Okay, I will roll orienteering. I'll use a fate to get an extra die because it's being learned. Base obstacle is 2. Additional op is 1. Oh,
Okay. So, you guys waltz off this road. Rava's like north is that way. You all follow Rava's pointing and walk. You walk for some amount of time. Realize you've been heading west this whole time, so you turn around, walk backwards. You're now back on the road. You do identify north eventually, and you walk off north. It has taken you, you've lost a lot of time, but you are now correctly heading north for the most part. Um, get to be pretty late in the day. You haven't made much progress. Nothing bad has happened. And then as you guys are sort of settling down for the night to camp, if you want to, uh, someone comes bumbling out of the bushes at you.
no one bumbles in these
You just
bushes.
hear a man whistling. Oh,
Martine. Who's
hi,
that?
hi.
I don't know.
Ah!
I mean, does Martine recognize
Oh, this
him?
is Ivan.
Oh, Connor, you're gonna have to really play up that accent.
I want to point out, I have written down in my notes, Ivan, smooth talker with a southern drawl and all the intel. I know that's incorrect, but boy howdy, he's got a bit of a Savannah accent going on.
Oh,
It's just like
okay.
molasses just pouring out of his mouth.
This is quite the turn. Is this what Ivan sounds like when he's not around Ada?
This is an upgrade.
This is Ivan in his natural environment.
This is Ivan once he's had a few whiskeys.
Yeah.
No,
He's had a
not
mint
whiskey,
julep
dear
on the
darling.
porch.
It's his julep. It's a julep on the porch.
Okay. Wow. Well, Alden goes, or not Alden. Jeez, I don't know who I am. Martine
Who are you?
goes.
I'm Alden.
Oh, Alden. I mean, you know, that's Ivan. Ivan on the road. He works at the
No.
forge.
Do
I
I?
pull out a cudgel and I hold it up and I say, "Is this man okay?"
I
Who
certainly
are you
like to
looking
think
at
I
when
am.
you say that?
I don't look at anybody. I look at Ivan.
I didn't mean to be intruding on any wonderful goings on here in the woods. I just happened to be a little lost myself, and I heard some noises, and I just came by to see who was here. Thought
You
maybe
guys are
y'all could help me a
quite
little
far
bit.
from the village.
Yeah. He was really looking for some nails. Martine's like, oh, I'm Rava. This is fine. It's just Ivan. You've seen him before. He works with, he worked with Angar, but I don't know what happened there. And then Now he works with Ada. Anyways, uh, it's fine. We need more help is always better. More people,
What's
more
more
better.
help? What do you need help with?
Oh well, we're on an
An
adventure.
adventure.
One might say even a quest, and it's just that we're on our way to see Clotho. Rava's
save a
grandfather. Did you
child.
know that? That we're saving a child. Oh, yeah. We're saving. We're always saving children in our hearts. And and it's just as leader of this party, I would gladly bring you in and love to have you as part of this adventure. I think you fill a valuable niche, Ivan. Specifically, it's the Spanish accent.
I'm real glad someone around here can appreciate my work. Sometimes it feels like the work I put in isn't recognized in all the ways that it should be. So I appreciate y'all putting your faith in me here. You say you're going to Clotho?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
happen to know exactly where he is. He's just right down the way, right over there. In
oh,
fact,
is
he
he
pointed
down the
me on.
road?
Yeah,
No.
right down there.
Oh well, I mean, we would
Oh, well, we don't have to
love
set
to
up camp
help.
then. You can just take us there.
Yeah, if we
Yeah.
can make it. I mean,
I close my
relatively
suitcase.
soon. It's a little dark.
Oh, it can't be that far of a hike.
Oh, I'm sure you're right. It can't be that far.
We're
Alden
quite a
says,
ways out from
hike?
town.
Hike?
Well, we're
Well,
on an adventure, Alden. Those involve
Okay.
hikes,
All right, okay.
right, Rava? I'm sure you've been on plenty of adventures.
More than you know. Ivan, do you make swords by chance?
mostly nails.
Mostly
But yes,
Shout in the distance. Ada bellowing. He only makes nails. And badly.
nails are just tiny swords, basically.
Oh,
that's the way I like to think of it.
very
We're
much
scaling up. We're industrially intensifying our process to give ourselves a higher throughput. But you got to start small on a pilot scale with bold, new, innovative ideas.
Nails.
Shall we?
You're
Let's
such a bold
just
man.
right over there.
Oh,
We're
please
just
lead the
going-
way. I will
Lead
put
on.
my arm around you and push you to the front.
Yeah, great. We walk.
Anywhere in particular?
No, just walk.
Just walk.
Just walk.
Okay.
Okay.
A leisurely stroll.
Yeah.
You know, it's a crisp night air, letting that just bask over us.
hmm You guys cross your own path at least
Mhm.
once.
I mean, Ivan,
This is
I
where I
think
put my suitcase. This is the spot.
Oh,
There's
the
the suitcase
perfect
shape.
there is a
rectangle,
suitcase
two
in
shape.
the
wheels.
snow. We're going in circles.
Well,
I mean, Ivan wouldn't lead us in circles, would he?
I mean, I don't know. It seems to me it'd be more of like an ovoid type shape, but
I mean, Ivan, you said you were leading us to Clotho. Now,
Well,
if you
You
remember,
said you were leading us to
We're
Clotho.
gonna keep going in circles and get eaten by a wolf and die.
you're not gonna
before
get
I
eaten.
can
There's no
save
wolves
my
in this
daughter.
village, Alden. Calm down. It's okay. Plus, we have Rava. I mean, Rava's a renowned warrior. Knight,
You
even.
explicitly do not have a sword. You can have the other weapons you're trained in.
I'm still loaded. I killed a black-blooded bear once. Other people were there, but I did it.
See, he killed
quite a
a
story.
black-blooded
Who
bear.
else was there?
Who else was there? I mean, you know those ruffians.
Those are ruffians.
Yes, well, I mean, we don't need to bring up ruffians. They don't deserve to live in our lovely town. They're just staying temporarily. But in the meantime, I think we might need to actually make camp for the night. It's a little late, and my right hand gets a little twitchy sometimes. The old age and the cold weather. I need a little bit of rest.
All right, if y'all want to settle down for tonight, we can.
I give
bunker up here.
Martine like my scarf to wrap around his hands.
Oh, thank you, Alden. That's very kind.
Okay. Camping?
Camping. Yeah.
Camping.
Ivan is gonna light a fire.
Yeah.
Something he's very skilled in. You know,
Yes.
working as a blacksmith, there's plenty of opportunities to get a fire. So he just like walks over into the woods, finds a couple of good looking sticks, like sets them down on the ground, and then takes 2 rocks and just like smashes them together to create a fire.
Perfect. You can go ahead and roll the skill. Probably 1 to make a fire.
Fire just springs forth from the
What
rocks, and there's
is
like
this?
a perfectly made little like campfire.
The
Yeah.
bonfire out of nothing. Oh my gosh. Well, that's
Yeah.
not fair.
Yeah. It's a perfect fire. Like a rabbit gets spooked and runs straight into the fire and dies and just starts cooking into a nice roast rabbit.
Yeah, Martine starts to cook that. He actually has cooking. He starts roasting that a little bit. He says, "Oh well, Ivan, you seem to have learned a lot at the blacksmith. That's amazing."
Ada is an excellent teacher. There's so much that I have to learn from her. She's so
I wouldn't,
knowledgeable,
I
and
mean,
I've learned so many skills from her,
I
and
don't
I'm
know
so
about
excited for her to come
that.
back. And
She
she can be just such a role model.
No. I think she needs to go soon, but you know, I try not. There's still
Well, if she's gonna go, I'm
technically.
sure it's gonna be on some great adventure, and I'm jealous of her being able to do that. I wish I could go on great adventures like her.
Well, we're on a great adventure, Ivan. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're right. We are on an adventure. My accent's adventuring all over the South.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, that's perfect. Is there a camping skill? Does anyone know? Probably
How about
not.
farming?
Farming? No, I don't think farming works.
Isn't there like a? I thought
I
there
would
was
like
like
to
a
make
lookout.
I would like
or-
to argue that child rearing and camping are
Is
not
equivalent to camping.
too different.
They're not too different, but they're just different enough. Okay, well we'll the fire will count as a camping.
It's so large, it keeps us warm through the
Yeah.
night.
And it keeps other animals away, except a bird falls out of the sky into the fire just when the rabbit had run out.
Perfect.
There you
I
go.
feel like
Quite
Alden is
miraculous.
divvying up the food like you do for kids at mealtime. He's like, and you get the wing. You get the thigh.
I'll take a drumstick.
Okay, all right. Drumstick, just one though. You have to share.
Okay, and you all have the night. Chat, tell fun stories.
Martine just tells all the fun stories, gossips it up.
Feel like Alden just like eats and then he like lays down in the snow.
Alden, I mean, you're such a lovely fellow. How did you meet Morrine? I mean, she's quite different, one might say.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think you could find a lovely home in Hochen as you've already made. It's just, I mean, I feel like now this is man to man, okay? So it's just your wife.
Right,
She's
okay,
kind of,
Martine.
she's. I'm not one to decry the sanctity of marriage. Of course, it's a holy tradition.
Martine, just tell me. Just tell me, Martine.
I think your wife doesn't have your best interest at heart, and I'm worried for you, Alden.
Morrine has always been a lady, an ambitious lady.
Exactly. She's very ambitious, but she seems to get distracted by those ambitions. And you're a gentleman who has, I feel like, reached your ambitions. And you could realize them in Hoken. We have need of someone as learned as you
Oh,
to
no,
help
Martine,
me
we
run
are
the
not
town.
staying in this danger town. You.
Danger town. There's nothing dangerous about this town, Alden. I'm
Martine,
very
you are the
sensitive
best
about
thing in
that.
this town.
And I need you to realize that there is nothing dangerous in this town because I'm in charge. Okay?
Okay.
And
All
I'm very
right. All
sensitive
right.
about it.
There's nothing all that dangerous.
You know what is dangerous in this town? That elf. What's his name?
What else?
Ragaire?
Scare.
He's just
Bad
a little
blood,
weird,
that
but he's
one.
really good with
Yeah.
children. In fact, maybe better than my wife with children.
Exactly. Will you and the elf can stay, and then the elf can leave with those other elves, and then Hoken will be back to normal.
There's other elves.
Maybe.
This town is just going to the shit.
Rava! Do not speak about your grandfather's town like that. That is so improper.
I like cover
Young man.
I cover Martine's ears, and I'm like, I know, but he doesn't know.
Thank you, Alden, for keeping my ears warm. They were getting quite cold.
You need to take care of your health.
You're right, I do.
Martine,
Have you really not seen these elves wandering about town? They're all over the place. They're looking
I
for
was
that.
telling Alden I've been busy watching his house
Man,
Which?
but why?
Hmm.
to make
They've really
sure-
made quite a presence of themselves. I'm shocked you haven't seen them.
Don't elves just like hide? You
Yeah,
don't see
that's the
them, and
thing.
That's the way
That's-
that it should be.
That's what they're known for doing. But these ones is out in the. They're just out in the street, just wandering about, plain as day, naked as a jaybird.
Naked?
It would never be naked. I would not allow that in Hoken. Okay, first.
Oh,
And they're on thin
oh.
ice that they're here
Don't
in
come over
the
to my
first
place on a
place.
Tuesday night then.
Well, Ivan, what you do in the sanctity of your own home is not my responsibility. But those elves are making a nuisance of themselves, like some other visitors we've had lately. Not you, Alden, of course. And we will find a way to get rid of them. It's fine. Though I am very curious about this. So, who Morrine asked? Oh, wait, does he know that? I don't think he knows that.
Marin?
That-
What did Marin do? And then he
Morrine
goes,
asked.
You're
Rava to
here because
watch?
my wife hired you.
No, I've just been watching our house out of the goodness of my heart.
No, you haven't. She paid you to watch me. She couldn't trust me to do anything on my own. She gets to do everything she wants. And I was supposed to have an adventure with my friends. And
You're having one. Exactly. You can have more adventures once she's gone.
I would
Why are
like to
you
clarify
here?
she hasn't paid me, so if you would like to do that, that would be much appreciated.
We're paying you with friendship.
Friendship is not an appropriate payment.
do I have resources?
You don't think friendship can go a long way, then you don't know what you're talking about, Robert.
Exactly. This is Rob. you should
Friendship's
be
all the
proud.
currency you need in the world.
Ivan's a wise man, Rava.
Find yourself a home with some good
When he's
friends
not
that'll take
naked as a
care of you.
jaybird.
Look, Ivan seems like a fine enough man, but anybody who lays with elves is dead to me.
Oh, they're dead to you. All right.
Lays-
all right.
lays-
Who's laying with elves?
He said he's naked as a jaybird implied a lot to me.
Look, if a man wants to get greased up and waller around like a stuck pig, then there ain't nothing that you should be saying about it, because this is what he does on his own time. All right.
I think we have gotten really, I think we've
All
really
the-
moved away from the point of this conversation. And while, like I've said, what you do in the sanctity of your own home,
Oh, this is
It's
only in
sacred!
other people's home.
that's fine too. As long as it's inside, I don't need to know about it.
It's not covered in the Woach duties.
That's-
In the distance, as you all are having this animated conversation, you hear a lone wolf howl far in the distance.
Well,
I don't know if that means
wildlife,
anything to
What was
anybody
that?
except for Alden.
the wildlife is just, it's returning. Nature is healing.
That wolf is hunting us. It
Oh
can
my
smell the
God.
fire. It
Ow.
wants to eat us.
Can I make
are
a
scared
royal
of fire,
parts
Alden.
wise test to see if wolves are native to this land?
Sure. Absolutely.
That doesn't seem appropriate.
All she has to determine in the lore is that this is a nature preserve and the king comes hunting here sometimes.
Yeah.
That would be probably
When the way stations are, it's the way stations lead to the Royal Park Reserve.
so that's details 3.
No problem.
Mhm.
Nice. Wolves are you don't know if they're native to this land, but you hear as you're pondering this thought, you hear a couple more wolves. Maybe they're closer.
Alden, I think we should be worried. Wolves do not live here, and we should make it to Clothos as
I am
soon
100%
as possible.
Make it to Clothos in the middle of the night.
In the middle of
sorry.
the night. Our timetable has moved.
I know where
up.
I'm going, but I need the sun to help direct me. There's no timetable. I'm in charge of this.
You are
But
not the
adventure.
Martine,
timetable.
wolves.
And there's the wolves are fine. They're not here. We have a lovely fire. We're gonna relax. We're gonna pretend we have marshmallows.
All right. Okay, fine, Martine. If you say that the wolves aren't gonna get us, I mean, I guess I'm just a city
Hochen
boy.
and the surrounding areas are completely safe. I don't know how many times I have to tell you this.
Every time I believe you.
And every time you should.
Can
Okay.
I roll
Yes.
bribery wise to
To what
know what
end?
Ravadren would want so that I can win him to my side?
Yeah, I think.
Is that appropriate for bribery wise?
What is half of your will, Rava?
2.
But I think an ob 2, bribery wise, will tell you
Great.
Can I
inappropriate.
can I help
With what?
with ugly truth?
Ooh, how
Oh
so?
my gosh, you have the best skill in the game.
You know, Ravadren, you weren't much in this town until this whole group came along,
Says
and
you.
I don't know who all Ada has been running with, but you seem to know this Morrine. What's your connection to her? It seems like you got some kind of history. Why would you care about her so much? Why would you care about this group?
That's a help for your
Great.
bribery wise.
And I say, Marin must have promised you something, but sure that the royal tax collector that I am, can get my hands on something better. A lot of good objects come my way, traveling the land. And I'm sure I've got something in it for you. You said 2?
Hey,
Nice. Okay.
As Ivan's talking to Rava just you see his hand go down and just stroke his empty sword sheath.
And I go, aha! He's a man
Hell of
without
a
a
Twitch
sword.
son.
Great. I stow that information away and I mention and I go, okay, Rava, I'm sure Morrine promised you a sword, but she didn't follow through on her promise. That's what she does. She's just reckless. She says she'll do things and then she immediately breaks her word, like coming back to Martine's
This
store
is
when she said
true.
she would stay away forever.
Exactly. You can't trust her to keep the promise of your marriage either.
But
Oh, come now. Morrine is a
But
nice lady who's doing the best she can for her kids.
I don't know about that.
But Rava, I will get you a sword. What is a warrior without a sword? And I will get you a sword of swords if you help me instead of Morrine.
I'm gonna need a sword first. And then we'll
Okay.
see.
And then we'll talk. All
Mhm.
right. I got my eyes out for you, buddy.
Ivan, you recall Marin talking to Ada about making a sword, and Ada delegating that to you to
Mhm.
go get the ingredients for that sword.
Did I? I thought I was in the middle of making her his sword.
Yeah.
I think you guys
Ivan's
failed the
not
sword
making it.
making.
You test Ivan with getting the ingredients
Yeah.
to make the sword.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I don't even know if you
asked
did
him
it
to
in
get out
character,
of the
but
way.
he helps you run the forge that way. So.
Yeah.
I think Ivan will produce a nail.
It's an ingredient.
The sword for a small person. Where will you find one of those?
Yeah.
Where
Look,
will we
I
find
know it ain't much, but maybe this will, consider it a down payment. We got another sword coming down the way. Got your name on it. All right. You take this now. You hold on to it and you keep it dear. Just let it serve as a reminder. There's a sword. It's promised to you. And in the meantime, maybe you stab a mouse with this or something. I don't know what you do on.
Why is this nail backwards?
It's not backwards. It's just a little different. We enjoy the differences in people, and we celebrate this diversity. But why can't
That's
we
right.
celebrate the
Hochen is
diversity
a
of these
town of
nails?
equality.
Yeah.
Same for nails.
Not every nail needs to look the same and conform to your
Very
nail
true.
beauty standards.
Exactly. You preach, Ivan, preach.
This nail just wants to go its own way, do its own thing. And
Its
sure,
own
it might not
ways.
be the best at holding the board in place, but it's trying.
What if it goes that way?
Spent like 10 whole minutes on that.
Rava? Dread! I'm gonna have a word with your grandfather when we arrive.
Oh, I will too, don't you worry.
I
We're all
always
like,
knew
"What are you
those
gonna
parents of
say?"
yours were trouble, but I didn't realize
Don't
we
you
passed this
speak
far
about my
down.
mother like that.
Yeah, you don't know the half of it, whippersnapper.
Ooh. What's the half she don't know about?
Now, don't, Martine. You got to think about your health.
You're right, Alden. Thank you. You're always there for me. I know my blood pressure is just. I think we need to take some rest. We've got a long way to go to find Clotho in the morning.
Have we heard any more wolf howls?
No.
Okay, great. Alden, whoever I am, will go to sleep by the fire.
I'm gonna get up from the fire to do a walk around, and as I get up, I will step on Martine's bad hand.
He'll do what?
On my bad hand?
Yeah.
No, you don't hurt my
Okay.
friend Martine. I'm
It's
a
just
I'm a
impolite.
get in between you.
I mean, yeah.
Just walk. I mean, step and walk off.
Okay, Martine. Ow, Rava. If you could be a little more careful where you're walking, please. That's my bad hand, and It's a little sensitive to pressure. Now, if you could stay on the other side of the fire, I think we'd all appreciate it.
This is terrifying. Brava, don't hurt Martine.
No, Alden. It's okay. I'm the Woached. I can handle it. It's fine. I know I'm getting a little older and wiser, but it's just it comes with the territory. You gotta deal with some some ruffians every now and then. But we're all friends together on this journey to Clothos.
Is anyone keeping watch?
Yeah.
Not Martine.
Absolutely
Not
not.
Alden.
Okay. Rava, you can keep watch.
Yeah.
You are inclined to keep watch because of the wolves that you
Mhm.
know should not be here.
Yeah.
And
Confident.
then, yeah, your
Mm.
consequence throwing back to that roll is you'll just have a one additional op on your next roll tomorrow because you're tired.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, but the night passes without issue. You all wake up. Rava is very tired, but no wolves.
See, Alden, I told you, those wolves, it's just the wildlife coming back. They have plenty to eat. They don't need us by any means. The wolves are just part of nature. They're part of Hoken's natural charm. That's why you should stay.
Martine, I don't think I'm cut out to live here in
Well, we
Hochen.
wouldn't be in the forest. I mean, you have a house, I have a house. It's fine. Wolves can't enter houses. Infamously
know, the things
unable to
I've
enter
heard.
houses. No, I think you've misheard, Alden. I'm a very
Oh,
wise man
you're-
who's lived around a lot of wolves. You're just from the city.
You are a wise man who's lived around a lot of wolves. It's true.
Now, how the hell are we gonna get to Clotho?
We need a bee.
This
We
is
need a
not
bee.
happening.
Okay.
We need a bee, man.
So that's still an op 2 orienteering. But since you are just randomly walking around every day that you don't do it, the next day you could have an advantage die from sheer covering ground here in these mountains.
It's a prolonged adventure. Okay,
Got it.
so we have one advantage die.
Mhm.
I'm still learning orienteering.
Oh, me too. Don't worry. I think the only one with it is Rob.
One who cannot use it on this roll.
No sense.
Great.
Okay.
So, what is Clotho's house made of?
It is a stone ruin with a wooden structure built on top of it.
Okay. Do we know? I happen to know a few things about woodworking. Do you happen to know what type of wood Clotho's house is made out of, Mr. Walsh?
Oh, well, I mean that. Now that's a great question, Ivan. I am a man of the woods, and I definitely know my trees. Let's see. I would have to say, if I knew Clotho, he's very particular about what he likes, and we have some unique species in this forest. But I would say it's probably ash trees.
All right. Now I
It's
imagine
definitively not ash trees.
he's not going to travel far to build his home out of ash trees, right? He's going to use the trees that are closest to him. So
Well, maybe.
I happen to be a carpenter of sorts, and I would like to identify some trees as ash trees and know, are we in an area where ash trees grow? Can I narrow down our search just a little bit with that?
Yeah, you can set up that action with the carpentry roll. Let's see what your op is going to be.
It's not a. Probably
Uh,
doesn't have identify wood types.
You would be surprised what it does and doesn't have. It doesn't have that.
I think there's like a forestry skill or something.
Ooh,
or wood-wise.
Yeah, there is a woodwise. You
Now, a
can.
carpenter would need to know types of wood,
Yeah.
so I think it
I
makes
think
sense.
since it's not a perfect fit on the scale, it'll just be a little bit harder of an ob. But I'll let you do it.
Of course.
We'll make it ob. Ob 3, but you can have an advantage if you spend half the day cutting down random trees to try to identify them.
I will take no such advantage.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm impressed that I got one success.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's a win. That's a win.
Okay. Yes, you correctly identify ash trees by spending a lot of the day cutting down trees, and then you march off down the mountain where ash trees grow.
Mhm.
Not in
right
the
to
correct
me.
direction.
No, sounds right to
Mark.
me. I don't see a problem here.
Okay, so you have an additional ob on your setup for orienteering, Sean.
But he got an advantage because it's the
Yes,
next day,
you have
right?
one advantage and one additional ob.
I'm just delaying us so we can stack these advantages up.
You know, Ivan, you are a man who has learned many things in his life, but sometimes age teaches you all. Anyways, let's see. Do I have a skill I can help? Bureaucracy. um, rule of law. No. Let's go. You know, if we take long
Martine,
enough,
we're
I can
so
just
similar.
learn orienteering.
Yeah.
Since it's perception, I'm gonna ask Rava and Alden. Eagle Eyes. This is I've given them missions. I am chief commander. I'm doing hand signals. Martine's like, okay, Rava, we've got you. You're on the 6 o'clock flank. Look, scan
Starboard side.
45 degrees starboard side. I need you looking at the distance. We're looking for ruins with a wooden structure on top. Alden, you're on the lookout for bees. I want your ears and eyes open for bees, honeys, and buzzes.
Aye, aye,
Honeys
Captain.
and buzzes.
Can do.
We're in Mission Impossible mode. We will find this goddamn wizard tower. Okay, I'm trying to have them help me by using their perception.
What does this job pay, Martine?
It
I can't
pays
just
with
be on the road for days.
friendship.
I
Friendship?
thought you were
doing-
following me.
Yeah, exactly, Rava. Aren't you already doing a job?
You don't want my help? That's all you have to say.
Well, I mean, your grandfather's known to have many things where he lives, so I'm sure he can be convinced to part with something for his grandson, who's so important to him.
They will be a great inheritance someday.
Someday, of course, but in the meantime, I'm sure we can find something meaningful and valuable for you. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay.
Lovely. Now
Alden, are you
open
helping?
your eyes.
Oh yes, I
Okay.
am. I am living my Boy Scout dream,
Perfect.
looking
You're earning
for
your
honey
bee
and
badge.
buzzes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rava, are you actually helping?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I will be careful.
And you get
as
2 dice
well.
from me because I have perception 5.
What? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I have perception 5 too.
Oh,
Oh my
my
goodness.
gosh. This might actually be possible. I have 6 advantages. 4 from them, 1 from being careful, and 1 for being the next day.
And 1 additional up.
One
And
additional
1
op.
additional op. Base op is 2.
Honey and buzzes. Honey and buzzes.
I knew
Oh.
it. I'm gonna re-roll that 6.
Come on, big honey, big honey.
Big honey.
Hey.
Yay!
Yeah, you walk down the mountain quite a ways, and once you're at the bottom of the mountain, you look up, and up at the top of the mountain, you can see Rava's, or not Rava's, you can see Clotho's ruin. You're like, oh my goodness, it's just that simple. Now we just have to walk all the way up there.
See, I knew exactly where it was.
The whole time.
Onwards and upwards.
Yep. So doing carefully takes you quite a while. So you get to like sort of around the ruins to where you can enter it. Uh, essentially at nighttime.
That's just perfect. We'll just make a little call in on our good old friend, and then we'll have a place to rest for the night. Okay. I think I'll take the lead here, of course, and he walks on into those ruins and up to Clotho's house thing.
Mhm.
Knock, knock, knock. Clotho, it's Martine again.
Who
Sorry
is
to
it?
it's Martine. You were from Hochen, from the town of Hochen.
I
It's been
don't
a-
know anyone by the name of Martine.
Yes, you do, Clotho. We play this game every year, but remember, you give me honey frequently.
Yeah,
And we just
honeyed man.
visited.
Ah,
Yes,
yes,
honey
honey man, honeyed ham. Come in. And you hear the whirly doodad that
That's his pet name for me.
of a weight thumping to the ground and a rope whizzing, and the door creaks open slowly.
You were always so clever, Clotho. You did this a great job. Such a lovely abode.
What
Yeah.
do we see when we go inside?
Oh, you walk in. Yeah, does everyone go in, I guess, or does anyone do anything else?
Go
Alden's
right on
going
in,
straight
sir.
in.
Mhm.
Okay.
I would like to
go on in.
put on a bandana and roll inconspicuous.
She's a
Bandana.
bandito now.
I will be a outlaw, as is my right.
Roll inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Perfect. Versus observation. I don't have an observation for this person, so we're gonna make it an ob 3.
Okay, I will fork in stealthy by hiding in the
Okay.
shadows.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be it.
Hmm.
What did you say, 3?
Nice. Yes. You become an outlaw bandito and you stick to the shadows. So you all walk into this hut and you see it is a normal hut. Everything is very dusty. It does not look like it has been lived in. There is probably a 5-pound weight on the ground attached to a rope that goes up to a little whirly doodad that goes down to the door. And then you see on the table there's like a New York apartment of miniature furniture. Uh, and the small man looks like he lives on this table. There's also a couple beehives. I
Mar-
glossed over those.
Martine.
Oh, Clotho, I'm still getting used to your new look, but you do look great as always.
Who are you? Who's
Honey
this?
Ham.
Oh, I need ham. Who's this? And he points over at Martin Alden.
Oh, this is my good friend Alden. He's
You have my daughter. You know where my daughter is.
Oh yeah, Alden. I don't think that's quite right.
You want your daughter?
You got to, Odelia. You know where she is. You're the one that sent the bee to my wife.
Odelia? I
Odelia.
know an Odelia. I met her so many years ago.
Oh, was that in
Oh,
Hoken,
no.
Clotho?
No.
Oh, well, where did you meet Odelia then?
Oh, she was when I lived in the capital. My good days where there were bees. And
Alden is like,
He's like,
picks up
Clotho never
Clotho
really lived in
and
the capital. You have to
Hand
be
me-
careful what he says.
He whistles and bees come flying.
I went to interrogate him.
Alden, no.
Hey, I think interrogate is versus will, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I want to intimidate or interrogate? Will I get different results?
Yes.
Will he be more focused with one over the other?
I don't know if that's even possible.
I feel like interrogate is what you want. That's gonna
You
get
could
you answers
probably
to questions.
fork
right?
in intimidate, though.
Okay, well, yeah. I'll go with interrogate.
Okay.
I'm a tax collector. I know lots of people who try to evade me by acting like they
By
don't
bees?
remember where stuff is.
Up 4.
Ob 4 pish posh. We got this. All right.
Wait. Pause. Before
No
you
pause.
roll.
Yeah.
Abby, you had an additional ob on your first roll of the day.
Oh no, do I have 6? No, 6!
No.
So. Okay, so we'll come back to that consequence after
Okay,
I let Sarah
she's
roll.
slightly inconspicuous, and then the bandana falls off.
She's deathly afraid of bees.
She's revealed. Okay. So I'm like, Clotho, I need you to focus. Odelia, she's a small child. She was with Lucas. Where did you see her? And I'm gonna ask him like a bunch of leading questions, I guess, to like get him to like remember what he's doing. So I'll do interrogation, but I'll fork in intimidation, and I'm intimidating him by holding him up by his little teeny tiny collar.
Yes.
And persuasion, because I'm gonna say the sooner you remember, the sooner we can leave and you can be here with your bees in peace.
Okay. Yeah.
It's for the best. And can I, you gotta tell, obligation wise, he is under obligation to help us because he promised to look for Odelia
Sure. Yeah.
and help our merry band, which we are a part of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
an auxiliary.
Yeah.
Hold on,
I mean, I would argue we're primary, but
okay. And I'm gonna do it carefully. So that's 4 forks.
Okay.
And you said how many? 4?
Ob 4.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. Yes. Okay, great. It's gonna be great. It's Alden's shining moment.
No, I don't think it is.
I would say shining.
What was that?
You got
won
a 6 if you want to re-roll it into 3 successes. Okay. Are you gonna leave
Sure.
that? Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave
Okay.
it. Tell me how this goes.
Yeah. Okay, he
I
said,
think there's a bee-filled fate for you.
I know who you are. I'd recognize a bad father anywhere. Your daughter, you can have her back. I've promised to summon her back to this realm once you all end winter. It should be right up your alley. And last I checked, it's still mighty frigid outside, so icicles on the eaves mean no daughter for you.
And I put him back down.
Yeah.
And I stamp over like a small child to the fire and go, fine.
And then he goes, who's that? And he points right at Rava.
Oh, Clotho, your grandson has decided to pay you a visit.
Grandson? I don't have a grandson, you honey dam.
It's Rava Dren.
You can't just stick a last name on someone and assign them heredity from me.
Well, usually
Actually-
that's how it works.
Well, I've never seen this person in my life.
Well, Clotho, your eyesight's not what it used to be. We're not spring chickens
your
anymore.
hand isn't what it used to be, but I don't point that out.
Yes, well, of course. And, you know, this is old men bickering. Just it's your grandson. I recognize it.
I'll go up to the
Rava,
table
go
and I'll
say-
be like, look, maybe if I get closer, I'll grab him.
This poor man's been grabbed so much.
No. I don't
Baba?
recognize this one.
Do I have him?
No, yeah.
Martine, is this Clotho?
What do you mean? I mean, yes, it's Clotho. I don't understand what the question is. Who are you if you're not Rava Drent's grandson? I mean, Rava, sorry. Clotho Drent's grandson. There's so many Drens
Oh,
happening.
I'm his grandson, all right. He just abandoned me to the wolves when I was a young one. And
Into
now
the wolves.
he
I
will
hate
pay.
wolves.
Well, you seem to be quite fine. To me, I don't understand what the problem is. Now, if you put the poor
Fine.
man down,
This one looks terribly adjusted.
Clotho,
now if you'll excuse
everyone's
me,
terribly adjusted compared to you.
I'll be off.
No, Rava, that doesn't make any sense. Put
No,
the
no,
man
no,
down.
no,
Start
no. We
walking
need the small bee man. Alden blocks the door.
Alton,
Rava.
get
If
out
that
of
even
my
is your
way.
name.
That is in fact my name. Get out of my way.
No, sir, I need this small bee man to be fine and well until spring comes. Why do you need him? Huh? I need him for a daughter. What do you need? What do you need, sir? I promised you a sword. My wife promised you a sword. What else in your life do you need?
Revenge.
Well, your revenge can wait until I get my daughter back.
Mm,
Mm, yes, sir. I am not a queen. Do I look like I want to be here? Do I look like some sort of adventurer who wants
Absolutely
to be?
not.
We're
Do
all
I want
adventurers,
to be
Clotho,
here
okay?
with these motley crew of people in the
Hold it,
cold
that
with
hurts.
wolves? Not you. Fighting for my daughter's life in this godforsaken town? No, but
It's a beautiful
I'm
village.
getting Odelia back, and if that's the one competent thing I can do in my life, I'm gonna do it. And so I'm gonna persuade
Please.
Ravadrin to not take Clotho.
I have will of 4.
Wonderful.
I would like to help as Martine. And I
Okay.
will say, Rava, you do not understand the consequences of actions such as this. You're a man of wisdom and talent. Revenge like this is beneath you. You are a knight, for God's sake. You're a servant of the kingdom, of the people of the kingdom. We can find a better way. I promise. I promise there's always another option. And I will help with soothing platitudes,
Oh.
which gives a +2.
Wow.
Ooh.
I would also like to help. You know, Rava, I don't necessarily know that it's my place to be stepping into the family business as y'all seem to have here, but unfortunately, it seems that if you really do want to take revenge on this man, you're gonna need a sword, and you already threw a very conveniently sized small man sword away. So you're kind of,
It's true.
to be fair, you're up shit creek without a paddle here, and I think really you'd be best if you just kind of put him down and cool yourself down for a second while you consider and contemplate ramifications of you not accepting a gift from earlier. Ugly truth.
These are the kindest ugly truths I've ever heard. So
Huh?
smooth and southern.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. I guess can I fork in bribe wise, since it's referring to the bribe before, or like trying to bribe him with a sword. So that will be 4. And you said it was ob 4?
Mhm.
Okay.
You have a persona.
I'm going to use that persona, and I'm gonna do it carefully.
Okay.
This is gonna be it's my first grand speech as an epic hero, defending my
Exactly.
child. I really take my time.
Heroic
Uh,
aura is emanating off of you. Martine is so proud. Tears
I
are
w-
coming to his eyes.
I, really just get into the role. Okay, great. These have 4. Haha!
Hey.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I needed
You are
every little bit
moved,
of that.
Rava.
I am moved. Alden, if you can get me a sword, and I can keep this tiny, tiny betrayer until
As
spring,
long as
you can
until
still
once my
visit
daughter's
him.
back.
I would say spring, and he pulls out just like a bunch of springs that just go falling to the floor.
Slinkies just pop out of
Slinkies.
his.
Tiny slinkies.
Tiny slinkies.
Then I guess that's acceptable.
Okay. I don't want to be the kind of dad who leaves his child into the wolves. And I gotta get Odelia back
I will
before.
put this tiny man into a tiny drawstring pouch.
Is it a tiny drawstring pouch or a normal sized drawstring
A
pouch?
tiny drawstring pouch.
What is this?
No, Rafa, I don't think that's necessary. He's not going anywhere. He hasn't gone anywhere for at least 4 decades.
Then I will go over and take out my cudgel and I will smash these beehives.
Oh my!
But
Joel.
but
Take
why?
bee damage.
I
They
think
need
that
those
will
bees.
be
Those are his magic. No.
an obtuse cudgel.
Okay.
Can Martine interfere?
I think so.
We need bee magic.
I will fork in hunting.
Okay,
Bee
that should not be
hunting?
allowed.
No, I will use my persona.
Can you hinder? I feel like you can hinder, right? I don't know.
I could have sworn there was a way, but I don't know off the top
Hinder
of my
was
head.
a sorcery spell that we all had. I don't know if you can do
probably
it normal. You can maybe do like a reverse linked test. I could see that.
Yeah.
I think I would like to help then if we're talking about a hindrance of a sorceress nature.
Wait, are you? Oh, you want to help the hinder?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
Do you
going to
just want to
contest
hinder?
the yes, I'm
Okay.
contesting the anti-bee nature.
Okay. We'll just have a bee off then. So Abby can roll, and then Connor can roll, and
Okay.
it's the
Put
versus.
bee off.
It's wanton destruction of bees.
Oh,
Hey, you got a 6. Oh.
Cudgelin.
Gosh, be off.
I would like to whisper in the ancient language of the forest to the bees. Please, flee! He's coming for you. He's going to attack.
Mhm.
I would like to use ancient languages and fork in my unexplainable luck, or perhaps roll unexplainable luck with a forked in ancient languages.
I like it, but you can't fork into that skill. So
Is
you
it
can
'cause
just roll
it's-
that skill.
Because it's
I'll
a
just-
spell.
I'll just magic speak to the bees in a language the bees understand.
Mhm.
Well, that's disappointing. I was really hoping I could make
I
that work.
liked it. I just gave
I did like
Ga-
ancient language of the
I
forest.
gave Ivan.
What? Connor. Oh my gosh.
You're rolling like me.
I
I
you
mean,
have
you
a
did.
6, or no, you don't have a 6.
No, I don't.
You
I have 3 ones.
You can reroll
You can
a
still
trader.
use
You
a
can
fate
spend a
because you
fate
get
to
to
reroll
roll
a
a
trader,
trader.
yeah.
Yeah.
I will.
'Cause
I
it's
will do
open-ended.
so.
Did you roll 7? Oh
Because
my
it's
god.
me, Logan.
I mean,
You can
Sarah
do
did
it.
that
Come on,
too.
big honey.
No.
Oh my
Nope.
god.
Oh, it's another one.
Oh, good. No,
Can I
the
have
bees.
like negative exploding dice? Is that a thing?
That is a
Astrology
thing
has
with
it.
astrology.
Yeah.
The bees don't speak your dialect.
No. I'm speaking old B English, but they are middle B English speakers.
Yeah.
It's just totally
But they
incompatible.
have no idea what you're saying. They all actually come up and they're like, What is going on out here?" And then their hives are smashed with this cudgel. They scatter out the windows. The hives have been destroyed.
Why, Rava? Why?
What do you mean, why? He can't take care of these bees. It's winter. What are they
I mean,
eating?
they were perfectly good hives before you got involved. Look, there's honey in them.
Is there a
Did
lot
you know
of
that?
honey?
There's a
Rava,
lot of honey on the floor now.
Rava, did you know that's how bees work? They save the honey for the winter. I'm beginning to question a lot of things about you. And I know we just had a heart-to-heart about the value of saving children, but I'm almost wishing you weren't saved previously.
God.
From whatever those wolves were doing, apparently.
Doesn't matter now. This honey is no good to the bees.
No, we're going to scoop it off of the floor, you dumb piece of shit! And Martine goes and finds some jars and starts saving as much honey and honeycomb as he can. This is
Okay.
good food!
Oh, okay. So what happened to Clotho?
He's
Where is
in
he at?
the small drawstring pouch. In a pocket, probably. On a belt. Sure.
Okay.
You get a jar of honey? He gives one to Alden. He goes back to scooping. He says he gives one to Ivan. He says, "You get a jar of honey, though I don't know what you were talking about just a moment ago. That was very strange. Don't do that with too much more, please. It was bad for my heart."
Oh, didn't mean to offend or shock. My apologies.
He begrudgingly holds out a jar of honey to Rava, and he says, "This is your reward for helping us, Rava." And nothing better happened to Clotho.
Is that
Or the-
my honey? Who said you could jar
Shut
that?
up!
Martine, what we came to Clotho because he had a message for us. We need to get the message. We can't let
The message was he can summon your daughter whenever he likes, I guess. Anyways,
no,
this was a
no.
successful adventure.
Why did he send 2 bees?
2
Said
bees? What are you
bees.
talking about?
I said bees?
Clotho can send bees. I mean, he talks to them, but I don't think
no,
they talk
no,
back.
I
you
did
sent
send the
2
bees.
bees, one to the elf and one to Brother Wirt, the one who wants to steal my
Brother
daughter. So don't let him do that. You said
I
you
Well,
did
had
that
some
is a
those bees.
fringe
information.
religion. They don't listen to anything Brother Wirt says. In Judah we trust. And when in doubt, tower rock.
Just cover all our bases.
Yeah.
In doubt, tower rot. I like open the drawstring bag so Clotho's head can pop out. I'm like,
Be
Clotho,
careful.
Yes.
why did you send the bees to
I deliver
Ragaire?
a message.
I know what was it?
Oh, what was the message? I said,
There was
I have found something that might interest you, but I don't have enough characters to tell you here. And I sent the
exactly
bee.
what did you mean to tell us, but you could not tell us because there were not enough characters.
Mm. Who is that one? And he points to Ivan.
We
don't actually
that
know.
one's Ivan.
Ivan.
Ivan down the road. He's new, but he works
Just
for the
here by
forge.
happenstance. That's all.
He's
That
very
my honey
Don't
you're
pay me
holding.
no mind.
no,
Put that honey back.
but it's not really yours anymore. It's the floor's.
Well, if it's his floor, then I suppose it's his honey still.
Yes.
Well,
I was
he's-
given that honey.
he doesn't need that much honey.
Now, were you given this honey, or would you take this honey?
I was given the bees to make the honey.
Who gave you the bees?
Well, the Duchess gave me the bees.
The Duchess gave you the bees.
But yes, she made me small and gave me bees for honey.
She made you small?
Yes.
Oh,
I
wow.
said there's not enough food to go around, and she said, well, that won't be a problem, and she made me small. Something about metabolism, I do not know.
Is that a?
You can see, like, Ivan's face, he just, like, starts pondering off in the distance. Because he's very, very deep in thought about this.
Anyway.
Smart young
Clotho,
man.
Yeah.
the message that might interest us. What was it?
Yes. The message with the
Yes.
bees.
Yes.
Ah.
I want to roll child rearing, and I want to do like you do with little children, where you're like, "Remember when we had the thing the other day, and it was
Yes.
really fun?" And you remember, yeah. Okay, what was it? Just
To child rearing.
okay. To child rearing.
I
would
will
like-
help you with intimidation. I will smack the bag. I have to answer the question.
We've really got some good cop, bad cop, good parent, bad parent happening here.
That's a one to help Abby.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna fork in persuasion.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna fork in bribe wise, because I'm gonna bribe him with returning the honey so he and helping him rebuild his hive.
Not really a bribe.
But you're obligated to help him with the hive
Okay.
in the future. He will call on
That's
that.
fine. That's fine.
And you know that through your bond of marriage, that obligation also goes to Morrine.
Perfect. I don't care. She
Marital
can take
asset.
on as many debts as she wants.
The debt is a marital asset, yes.
This
correct.
is yes, you transfer the debt to the other partner and then you break it off. And it's stuck on their side. Classic.
And
I
gonna-
know about these things. I have rule of law and bureaucracy.
Me too. We have so much in common. I'm gonna do it carefully. So that's 4.
Mhm.
And you said ob2, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, thank God.
Okay. So he's like, what message? Oh, the message I sent. With the bees.
Yes, you with the bees.
Ah,
You're
yes,
so
I
good with the
wanted to
bees.
tell them something
Yes,
about the
you
bees.
did.
Not about the bees, through the bees. I wanted to tell them. I found a picture of the sheath thing that one carries around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ada.
Ah,
The
yes.
one with the muscles.
Yes, some good honey on that one.
Yeah.
You know
Could
it.
be a ham in later years.
She's a honey hammed, all right.
Yes, I've seen those muscles. They throw hammers around. I would recognize a blacksmith anywhere. And he looks over at Ivan and skims over him.
You wanted to tell us what about the picture of the sword?
Yeah, I found it downstairs.
Ooh, maybe you could show us the
It's
picture.
so far. The
This
picture,
nice
I could
young
describe
man,
it. The
this nice
picture
young
is
man.
of the sheath. It also has the sword. A schematics of some sort. I don't know.
Does it have words?
Yes.
Okay, great. What about this nice young man take us downstairs? Where is downstairs? Can we see a downstairs as he's telling us?
There's no discernible stairs down.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Of course. So I'm like,
Are
how do you get downstairs? It's so far. What do you mean?
Go through there. And he points to like a small fissure in the ground.
Well, can you bring it back up to us, or is it like on a wall or something?
It's in a book.
Ugh, and the book
It is-
won't fit through the crevice.
No, it's bound. Not to the table, but through binding.
Mm. Got it. Tricky. Books are tricky like that.
Well, I don't really see how this is very important at all, Alden.
It's very important. That's how I get my daughter back.
What? Alden, I don't appreciate that tone of voice. He already said he could bring her back when spring comes.
I know, but
And
he
so
said
we
in
say
a
spring?
He throws more springs into the air.
Clotho, you grow more eccentric by the minute.
All right. Everybody, let's just calm down. All right. So there's this crack in the ground, and Mr. Clotho, this is how you're getting down into the basement.
Mr. Clotho, to you?
Right. Yes, Mr. Clotho.
Yes.
That's how you're getting down into the basement.
Well, yes, when I want to. I can't go
Alright.
up.
Did the bees? Do they help you up?
No, they're scared of the ground.
All right. So how did you get back up?
He points, and you see at the well, or at the crevice, there's like a little well mechanism with a small rope that goes all the way down.
I see. You use this bit of string here to lower and to hoist yourself.
Yes.
I see. Okay. Now, this space that you're going down into, is it just a larger room?
Yes, it's quite large. I would say 4,200 trillion bees worth of space.
Oh.
All right, so probably like a normal sized room.
Yeah, it's probably quite large. More than this.
So using my blacksmithing,
Uh-huh.
pretty good at swinging hammers.
Yeah.
I'd like to crack open some more.
Okay.
Start chipping away at it and opening it up and see if we can like see into it.
Okay. To be able to see into it, we'll probably just be ob one to make it so that it's large enough to see down into.
I think
You won't be able to fit down into it. You can up the ob if you want to do that.
I will carefully
Mm-hmm.
try to make a hole I can see through.
Okay. Ob one blacksmithing.
Oh, this is really good. Oh,
I'm glad I
Yeah,
did that
what an
carefully.
excellent blacksmith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has one. And you smack it and break the well, and part of the little ledge goes crashing down, and it's now about a hole about this big. And you can see, like, light is shining into it, but it is dark down there.
Can I like
There is-
see
no,
a
I'm sorry.
staircase, a ladder?
There's no, it's not dark. There's like a faint red glow.
Oh, curious.
That's got to be good news.
Or vampire.
Why did you destroy my well? That's where I get water.
We can,
Oh, you'll be. We're taking
Mr.
you.
Clotho, we
with
can get you
us.
a lifetime supply of water.
There's
For
snow
ya,
outside.
yeah.
Even
I'm
I know
old.
that.
That's not that much more water.
Well, then it's going to be very easy for us to take care of that problem for you, sir. All right, now looking down in this hole, do I see stairs or a ladder or another entrance into a room?
Make a perception.
Yeah, Ivan,
know,
I
I'm.
don't
eh,
really see how this is important.
I'm
We
gonna
don't need to
hold.
be
I'm
destroying
gonna
people's homes.
At
come
this
over
point,
with
more
like a
than anything,
little
it's
torch.
really, it's just about. I look. If there's something about this sheath, if I can come back to Ada and I can tell her, hey, this is what that little bit of magic something something you got going on over there does, then I'm gonna do that.
Would you think she would leave?
I certainly think that if we told her where there might be some
Okay, well, you
adventuring to be
better get
done,
down there then, young man. That's
Alright.
very important stuff
Hey,
down there.
in thinking about it, and after all this hammering, I'm plumb tuckered out, and my wrist is just it's giving me some pain, and I know you know how that can be, so maybe
I
somebody
do
else should take a look
understand.
down in that,
Well,
and
I
I've
feel
got
like I have like a torch, and everybody just turns and looks at me.
well, Alden, you have grown quite thin lately, but I don't think you're small enough to fit down there completely.
ooh, I got an idea. What if we get the Duchess here, all right? And I can sweet talk her into shrinking Alden down. Not quite the size of Clotho, but big enough to hold a book, but still
Hard
be able to go through
pass.
the.
Hard
All right,
pass.
Raba,
She's
how
a
do
very
you feel about
smart
this?
lady, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Raba?
Thank you.
All right, I
Why
guess it'll
not
have to
you?
be me.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
You've
mean, it's
got
just
so
it
many
might make
weapons for your small self.
it, it might make things a little awkward, like
With the elves, yeah, I get it.
no, like just with the jaybirds, if you catching my drift.
Well, we don't need to worry about birds or jays these days. So, anyways, back to this
I would like
crevasse.
to power and just like kick the hole that Ivan of the Road made and make it into a Alden-sized hole.
Does it have scales for stats? Anyone know?
I think
It
so.
does somewhere. Is it in the codex?
Oh,
Or is it in the regular book?
who knows?
Being a
I
stone
will.
floor sounds challenging.
It does sound quite
Oh, it's a
challenging.
stone floor? It's not
Yeah.
it's not.
Um,
Oh, I thought it was a wood floor
What was
on
I
a
gonna say?
stone ruin.
4 is like normal person strength, just average.
I don't know if
General.
normal people can break stone with their foot.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I didn't know it was a stone floor. I was
Yeah,
thinking
okay.
wood.
Nope, it's stone.
Clotho, is there another entrance somewhere? I mean, these are these stone ruins have been here for quite a while, don't you think? I feel like there must be some other entrance.
Not that I've seen. It's
No.
just the well. Well, there was the well. No, there's the was.
We'll give you a spring.
Did someone say spring? And more springs.
Where's he
Yeah.
keep getting these springs from?
Difficulty is on page
They're
15.
he throws them, and they're attached to springs or strings, and then he gathers them all back up when you guys have looking. On page 15?
Mm-hmm.
That's so early.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
Oh
never
my
looked that
goodness.
early in the book.
that's why no one has read it recently.
An act requiring preternatural ability or a lot of help.
Preternation.
Ob 8.
I mean, what about expertise?
Expertise.
No, it doesn't take a lot of expertise to kick stone hard.
A heroic effort. Depends how crumbly the stone is, to be honest, actually. Like if the mortar's giving out.
Maybe.
All right. Well, instead, meanwhile, while we're thinking this out, I think I'm gonna light like another torch and drop it down the
No!
crevasse
You might set
so
things
as
on fire.
so as to see how deep it is.
I mean, looking down, like the red glow is illuminating the space, so you can see it's probably like 30 feet down, and then it's like another stone room. The glow is
Mhm.
coming off to one side. You can't see what's making it, but it's like a flickery glow, not like a constant glow. Um,
Well, I still want, yeah, I'll still drop it just to like, Indiana Jones, scare off any critters or
yeah,
whatever is down there.
drop the torch. It falls down about the 30 feet, hits the ground like doop doop, and then rolls a little bit.
Great.
You can see that there's some like furniture down there, but it's either like busted. You can't really tell what from your field of view. You can't really tell what this room was based off of what you can see.
Well, Martine would like to roll village wise
Mm-hmm.
to remember a tale in the
Mm-hmm.
village about a door in the side of the mountain that leads to a large room.
Okay. We will call
Or a door in
that.
the old ruins.
We will call that. We would say maybe uncommon knowledge or details.
Probably uncommon.
Okay, Ob 4.
An older gentleman who's been around for a while.
Ivan would like to help because traveling around these mountains one time, he heard a story about a thrush that had like knocked on like a gateway into the mountain, and this is this old kind of timey tale that's been passed down, like it's a village secret almost. Got a village secret wise I'd like to help with.
Sounds good. Let's see.
Any other helps?
If
Hear
only
me
I
out.
had something that would help.
Most doors
If you say lead to a
are
road, I will.
connected to something. And that something is often a road.
Hmm.
So I
Mhm.
would like to fork in roadwise.
I understand. I hear you. No.
Ahem. I think that's very, very rude.
Traveler wise, I have traveled many places and heard many people share stories around the campfire, and I have also heard a tale from someone of this region in the caravan on the way here. Would that help?
Sure.
So you get one help from me.
Hmm.
What about Sean? I propose a fork for you to use. Bureaucracy, why? Or bureaucracy. Building codes. They have to have doors. You can't have your primary fire exit be a crevasse in the ceiling.
This is true. I'll use it if you are okay with it.
All old ruins must have a secondary exit.
It's been decreed.
With doors that open outwards.
No,
Doesn't
you
help
still
when
have
you're
your
underground.
persona. You could spend that if you really wanted to.
Do I? I thought I used it. I might have not clicked it.
No. Well,
Mm. Okay, well, we'll use it now. It's fine. Okay. Village wise, 2 helps. I'll do it carefully. And we use persona. Base up. You said 4?
Mhm.
Wow.
Nice.
That was lucky.
Yeah, you walk outside. You're like, this sounds familiar. You walk outside. There's like a round, and there's just like a door into the base of the ruin.
I think there's like a mound. Like there's like snow banked up against it so you can't see it, but my keen Martine eyes
Yep.
Martine. That was his old nickname as
Mhm.
a child.
Before
Before
Then he
he
Honey
became
became
Honey. That's only between close friends. And so he starts yelling at them, and he's like, "Hey, come over here! Help me move all this snow. I see the door." Bum, bum, bum.
Alden's gonna
Yeah.
donkey
You guys
paddle that snow.
don't have to roll. You can clear out this snow in due time, and you reveal a very, very rotted door.
Let's go inside.
Hmm
Do
Yeah.
I need to kick open the door? Is it locked or what?
You can just open it. Open
We
it.
open that door.
Goes down a
Mhm.
couple stairs into a room that has some wooden and stone furniture. Most of it's busted. There's a very large and innately carved, like Ivan recognizes this. It's like a forge that still has like embers in it up against the wall. It is much better than Ada's forge. And then there's like, I don't know, books and leathers and things scattered around.
Books and leathers and things.
I want to find that
Hmm.
glowing light.
That's the forge.
Okay.
It's an Everforge. I read about these. They don't go out. It's truly
very
fascinating.
strange. Didn't know there was another forge in the village. I know everything about this village.
Apparently not.
Well, no, I definitely know everything about this village, young man. I just have misplaced the knowledge. I found that door here. Okay. Ivan, you watch your tongue.
I would
Apologies.
like to look for the book.
Yeah.
That.
Make a perception 2.
Okay. Perception. Nope, not helps and advantages. 2. Ugh, I always do this with stats. I always cancel it. 2.
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah. You find what Clotho was directing you to. It's sort of up on one of the books. It's opened. There
Mhm.
is, you recognize the picture of this sheath.
Mhm.
That I don't know if you've seen it. Probably Ada's been
Ada,
carrying it around.
I don't think Ada has like hid it from me. She was carrying it around for a long time.
Yeah.
I wasn't
As
really
you
showing it to people, though.
well, you find the drawing that Clotho has directed you to,
Yes.
and there is the bottom half of a torn page. It is the next page in the
Oh
book.
my gosh.
Can I read
Magic.
that book?
You
Probably
can't
in
read the
Elvish.
ripped page.
I
In
can't read the
Elvish.
Yeah.
The rest of the book is not in Elvish. Well, yeah, the rest of the book's not in Elvish. The most of the pages are like crumbling and they don't really say much, but the front of the book you can see it's the book of schematics of one Radim Smith of the esteemed Smith family.
I'm gonna
End of
take
that
that
line.
book. I'm gonna take that book.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good find, Alden. We'll add that to the town's library. It'd be an excellent addition. And now we have time to look at some other things.
No, hold on there, Martine. I don't know that this is public good. See, it seems to me that this is the
What are you
property of
talking
Mr.
about?
Clotho there. It's up to him to decide who this book is going to go to. It's his property.
Oh, no. It's not his property. He has a house on top of this. That's not the same, dear boy.
Yeah, but I think the mineral rights would like to argue with you about
Well, I'm
property
sorry.
you found
How much of
underneath.
bureaucracy do you know, young man?
I'm just saying that
This
perhaps
ruin has long outdated the house that
you see
Clotho
that
has
you
built
see
on
that
top
word on
of
the
this.
Yeah.
you see right over there. I'm pointing at the
I
wall.
agree with
see
him.
those words on the wall.
Who?
Can you read that? Because I can read that. All right, and that says Clotho's home.
Meh. Yes. It does.
What words is he pointing at?
Words on
Pointing
the
at some
walls.
ancient language written on the wall.
It says Possession is 2/3 of the law, and this house is haunted by me.
Yes, well, Clotho, these days we all feel like we're haunted by you, apparently.
And I wanted to give that to that one elf. The elf, one of them, the one with the big honeyed muscles.
The one
Oh,
with the
I'll give
honeyed
it-
muscles isn't
The-
an
the-
elf.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's very good with children. Ragaire. That one.
No,
No,
no, no,
He's
no,
talking about
we
Lady
don't-
Ada.
No,
Like,
we
yeah,
don't.
no,
No,
does
this
not deserve any
belongs to the
possessions of
town.
No, this belongs to the property owner. Mr. Clotho, do you have a deed? Let's look at the
he
legal
does
document.
not.
I do not have a deed point, no.
Yes, I think my point supersedes. As Woached of this town, I am in charge of overseeing all land that is not occupied currently and has been relinquished by long dead owners, such as this Redeem Smith, who, if I remember my lineages correctly, is long gone. This is town property.
We're not in the
I
town.
think
We
I
are
think that
part of
there's-
the town.
I think that this is certainly a jurisdictional gray area, and there is somebody who's above you who might have some
I want
opinions.
to roll bureaucracy for
If
this.
we want to call in the help
Or
of
rule of
our
law.
dear Duchess, and maybe she can sort all this
The
out for
Duchess
us.
is a very important and busy
Duchesses.
woman.
No,
This is what Woached are for.
Well, I'm filing a complaint with your superior.
I feel like as they're arguing, Alden's just like creeping out the door.
Okay, you can roll rule of law though, Sean. Let's see. Rule of law. Jurisdiction. 1.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna roll rule of law. I'm gonna fork in bureaucracy. I'm gonna fork in persuasion. I'm gonna fork in village wise.
Rule of law just tells you what the rules are, though. You can't make things to happen with
Yeah.
it.
So you can be correct.
I feel like my rules were pretty.
Yeah, I mean, you can be correct, but that doesn't obligate the Alden to give you the book. It just means that you're technically correct.
That's all Martine cares about. He and Alden are friends.
1.
Okay, rule of law, and I'm gonna fork in 3 different things. Nice. I'm right.
You are right.
And
I
that's
feel
all
like
that matters.
Alden's like, okay, Martine, let's, I'll just hold it for now. I always listen to you. Once
No,
we
well,
get to,
I mean, we're friends. Alden. Of course
Anybody
we
can-
listen to each other. You're
Yeah,
welcome to look at it. I'm just saying it'd be part of the library. That's
Mart-
town property, and you're going to become part of the town.
I don't know about that, Martine, but we'll talk about that later once I get my daughter back.
Exactly. The two of you can live a lovely, happy life here. in
Martine's like, I'm not ready to commit to Hochen. This
Anything
danger
else
town,
down
but
here?
anyway, lovely day. Thank you. Let's go back upstairs where it's warm.
Anyone else
There's
doing anything
literally
down there?
embers down here.
Yeah, so Ivan is checking things out, looking at the forge, making mental notes, trying to consider like, oh, what would be easier, moving all the stuff up here or moving this down there? How do we just going over pondering possibilities.
Mhm. Why don't you roll your luck at an ob 2?
Ob 2.
As you're walking around pondering if you can move this giant forge down the mountain or move everything else up the mountain, you
Mhm.
kick a little bag over and, like, I don't know, maybe a gallon of rubies fall out of this bag.
What a weird unit for that.
I was gonna say pound, but I was like, I don't know the density of
I
rubies.
like
That could be really
gallon of
small.
rubies.
One
not like-
gallon-sized
they're not
bag
like-
full of rubies.
In precious stone, but they're like raw rubies.
I'm just gonna scoop that back up and
Raw rubies. I don't think your average person would know what a raw ruby looks like.
Ivan's not your average person.
no.
I'm just saying.
I happen to know that this is not the ugly truth. This is the beautiful, real ruby truth.
Mhm. You might have to make a wedding ring in the future. Okay. Anything
This-
else down here?
We're,
That would
we're
really
scooping
cut
that up.
into his
and that's-
Jaybird
that's-
time.
Oh my gosh.
That's
the
Ivan's now. Just
wedding
still
ring. I'm so
inconspicuous
curious.
All
Okay.
inconspicuous like that's Ivan's now.
All
Yep.
inconspicuous. Like, you have to roll that.
Oh, I'll roll all inconspicuously.
Yeah. Who else is down here? Alden is left. Bravo, are you
I
down here?
followed Alden.
Perfect. Martine, are you
I
even
think
down
Martine actually might still be down because he wants to look at more of the books.
here? Okay. What's your will?
My will is 4.
4? I'd say you're distracted, so you can have an advantage die. You're still saying, I got that right. That book is mine.
Let's see here. What can I do?
He's trying to figure out if there's any more good books to work on his library project. Because the town doesn't actually have a library.
Nope.
He's
They have
just
one book in
collecting
it now.
books.
Now he's just got to make a library so that Alden will stay.
Exactly. He thinks on the fly. It's a new. This is
It's
a
a
reinvestment
4?
plan, and
There's a 6. We're re-rolling it.
Ugh.
oh,
Rat bastards.
Perfect. Well, Ivan, you
Martine
don't
hears
see
a
him.
tinkle, tinkle,
yeah.
tinkle.
You see her tinkle, 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 and you see him pocket a bag, but you didn't see what was in the bag. You just see him conspicuously pick something up and put it in his pocket. And as you do that, we'll take a short break as you ponder how someone could steal right under your nose.
How could they
We'll do
do
it.
that?
How could they do that? We'll be right back. And we're back, and we're in a basement, and you see him pick up a bag and put it in his pocket, and then I imagine he walks out of the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Nobody
think
saw
as he
nothing.
casually walks, Martine snaps close a book and clears his throat and cuts a little bit.
You close the
Uh,
book, and it's just into dust.
Exactly, just entirely disintegrates, and he starts coughing. Oh goodness, let's get out of here.
Without turning around, just Lord bless you. Keep walking.
Okay, we're gonna go back upstairs. It is nighttime now, so Clotho offers you all to stay at his house.
While he stays
Let's
in the
do
little
it.
drawstring
Sleep over.
bag.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's already in a sleeping bag.
yeah. He says this is the worst
Coziest
sleeping
he's
bag
ever
I've
been.
ever been in. But if you don't want to do anything, the night can pass without incident. And then in the morning, what do you do?
Rally the troops, obviously. Martine gets up bright and early with the sun, and he wakes everyone up and he says, well, I just want everyone to know that I'm so proud of everyone's contributions to our adventure, and I think we've had a very successful and joyful time out here, and I hope all of you will vote Martine this spring.
Did
But
say spring? It was spring.
yes. Yes, I did.
Martine never wants spring to come, then he can just stay elected forever if the winter
I was gonna
is
say
eternal.
it's the all of this Martine's fault.
Yep. The elections are tied to
Well,
temperatures.
winter's very bad for your election numbers usually, but people have been hard pressed to find a competitor. Anyways, that's not the point. Onwards and downwards this time. We need to get back to the village.
You know who would be a good Woach?
Someone,
Alden.
definitely me. Alden would make
Alden
a
is like,
great
"What?
Woach. But he needs a little more time to understand Hochen, and I would be glad to teach him about that as he stayed here, and I would prep him as my successor. Rava, you're a very smart man. I think he'll need quite a few years to learn, but I'll teach him everything I can when he stays. Because he's staying.
I would vote for Alden.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa, whoa,
Clotho.
whoa, 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 whoa.
You don't actually get a vote, but that's okay.
I live in the
Now
town.
hold on. If we've
You won't
established
live
that
in
his
the town come
property is a
spring,
part of
don't
it.
worry.
Well, there's that, and also we have an exemption for the mentally the ones who don't seem to realize even what they're voting for, because
Ah, so
that's been
you-
a problem in the past, my friend.
I think the bees would
You
make a
voted
great
for a bee.
duchess.
And I had to have a serious conversation with some higher ups. We respect you. I vote with you in mind, Clotho. You're always in our hearts, but
I've never been in your heart.
well, not physically, luckily.
It's very small.
could
It
fit.
probably could. fit.
Yes,
You
I
have an
know
air?
he could fit.
I could fit. Let's try.
No, I'm okay. Let's go back to the
Rava,
town.
hold him down.
No.
Alden's like, oh my, what a nice day. He's like
Yeah,
1 foot out the door.
exactly,
ready to go.
Alden.
Off down.
That
I
is
assume you're bringing Clotho
Beautiful
with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
attitude.
Okay. Okay. Well, are you just heading straight down the mountain?
Yes.
I guess most direct path. That seems not likely to get us killed.
Orienteering 1.
I got it. I can get back to the
You
town.
can get back to the town.
Does somebody want to help me? I'll probably be fine.
You did it. Proud of you.
And you are leading the whole group to the town without issue?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. I think it takes.
Why was that a question?
I don't know if she wanted to do something different. I think we established that it takes a day, right? When you all came
Yeah,
up here the
something
first
like
time.
that.
We left.
Something like
Okay.
that.
Okay. So, since I don't know where the actual party is and when they are getting there, we will stop the side quest as you guys get to the periphery of Hoken, because timey-wimey, who knows what is going to have happened by the time you actually get back down there. So,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
we will call it here for the night as the intrepid Quattro set foot into the perimeter of the town.
Sounds great. Martine feels at home. He feels his powers return.
Alden feels reinvigorated.
Exactly. That's what a good
He
adventure
doesn't
does.
need Morrine to be.
No, you don't. But you do need to stay in Hoken.
I'm not sure about that, though, friend. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, perfect. Well, we will wrap up. We will do Artha off screen again, and we will be back in 2 weeks with our actual party doing an actual thing. Actually, maybe.
Hopefully.
Potentially.
Maybe. They're
Hopefully.
getting imprisoned, I think, last time I checked.
Yes, they're beginning apprehensive.
They're apprehensive about the
They're being
apprehending that's going to be
apprehended,
yep.
happening.
Yes. So that'll be in 2 weeks. Next week we have,
Things from the flood.
and it is heating up and getting
We're
wild.
going to be intern for Sunshine Jackson.
Sunshine
CEO
Jackson,
of
we are
computers.
going to.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I forgot. We are interning for
That's
something.
right.
You're not. It's just Abby and I.
What?
It's
Well,
girl
I
power.
killed a
I
robot
need-
squid,
need
and I got a robot
everybody-
tentacle out of it.
Everybody, just tell us what happened to Abby in one sentence. Abby's character last time.
Magnetism.
One
Not
word,
a
wow.
sentence, but I appreciate
Magnetic.
it.
That's my one word, one sentence, all you need to know.
Oh, what can I say? She was hacked.
Hacked. Ooh,
She was hacked
that's fun.
and then unhacked.
And she demonstrated, and we did not like it.
That's another sentence.
She did demonstrate. She's the conductor. Agent
Mm.
443, the conductor.
No.
But not musically.
No.
You don't know. Could be. It was a stunning example of Sarah not planning in advance and haphazardly sending Abby
That was funny.
lines via Facebook Messenger. But fun was had, and even more fun will be had interning for Sunshine Jackson, CEO
CEO
of Computers. As
Hell
she
yeah.
starts. She's CEO of Computers is our joke title for her. She has
No.
a real
No.
title.
You're
It's not
wrong.
a joke title. Yeah, what are you talking about? She is very much really the CEO of Computers.
She's a very power woman CEO.
She is breaking the glass ceiling of computers themselves.
We've taken this campaign away from you.
You have.
There are certain
truly.
things you're allowed to define as a GM, but then at a certain point, the
I'm not.
players will decide something,
All right.
and you will have to abide by it.
And
Example?
Jared is still on the loose.
Yeah,
Jared.
Jared.
He's fine. He's
Jared.
just doing his
get
own
him
thing.
out of here.
Jared.
This is the bad timeline because Jared wasn't saved previously.
You know, when Jared's around, that means somebody else is tailing
Oh,
Jared.
Do we?
that would be so fun.
I don't like it.
I don't think
Yay!
we need
So
another
you should-
Swedish fish
No.
incident.
You should. She's got atomic Swedish fish now. She is like upgraded.
Great.
Okay. Well, that'll be next
Anyway,
week.
Join us next week. None of that made sense. It still won't make sense next week. But go with it because it's fun. That's
We
how
will-
I run
yeah.
a game.
Perfect. We will see you then. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye.